Channel timeless reading for you when you see it. How are you doing? We're just going to flow with the channel messages my spirit guides, angels, and source are bringing through for you, and we will see where they go. The first thing they're showing me for this reading is a spider, and the message they're also giving me is healing the past. A lot of you are healing the past really rapidly. You're letting go of a lot of old patterns that have been hindering you or even hindering you regarding your abundance. So I'd be a little bit patient with yourself, maybe even just for the next week is something I'm getting that's going to clear really quickly, and you won't have to worry anymore is something I'm getting. I'm also, they're showing me abundance getting an upgrade for you. So where you've had to work really hard for abundance, or it hasn't come easier, it's going to start coming easier, or you're going to start to get the ways or ideas or revelations that will help your abundance start to come in for you more easily. It's like you've cleared a layer regarding your abundance that's kept it from you, whether it's regarding your mindset or your energies or a story you bought from like a friend or someone on YouTube who just spouts bullshit all the time regarding abundance, and you kind of like bought into it and it like hindered you. It's like, oh, that's leaving, and you're gonna have a much easier time regarding abundance this year is what I'm getting, which is great. It's like it's time for you is something I'm getting, to have that like ease with abundance, more abundance. I feel like things have been withheld from you maybe in the past so that other people didn't get their hands on like what's for you or your abundance, but the path is clear for it to come in without it being taken from you or destroyed by people who didn't want you to have it, is something I'm getting, interestingly enough, as well, regarding your abundance. And you don't have to take that message and freak out about everyone in your life or anything like that. The path is already clear is something I'm getting, interestingly enough. I also feel like you guys are meant for big things, like bigger than you realize. I feel like some of you maybe even think like bad things are going to happen because you're meant for big things, like people are going to attack you, or things are always going to be difficult to prepare you for it, but that's not so, is what I'm getting. That's not the truth. The preparation can be easy, and I'm hearing you've been through the worst of it, most of you. You've been through the worst of what you're going to go through for that prep, and you're ready is what I'm hearing as well. Most of you, like for that abundance to come in, for that road to start. So new pathways are coming in for a lot of you as well who are tuning into this reading, and you'll be able to move forward much more easily finally, whereas before it's been difficult or arduous, or there's been a lot of lessons. You've had the growth necessary for more ease to come in, so congratulations, it's time. And they're showing me the Four of Wands tarot card in my intuitive visuals as we're talking about this, which can represent finish lines and even going on a new journey. And they're showing me the Fool tarot card as I say that, well, as I get that message and say it as well. It's like time to wrap things up and go on a new journey or start something new. Even if it's something like old that you've put off and it's time to start it again, like a project or a business or something like that, it's time to move forward with it and make the most of it. It's something I'm getting, and have like success with like things you've been working on or will be working on. Like now is your time to find success that's coming up for you. So I would definitely be like putting the work into things that you've been delaying or putting off. Like it's time is something I'm getting as well. But you're reaching a lot of finish lines and wrapping things up right now, and it's going to be time to like rocket forward in new directions. New business is something I'm hearing for at least some of you. New relationship for others of you, or friendships. It's just like it's time for the new soon, or you're wrapping up the healing that will bring that to you in the next couple months, which is really good. And again, we're going to kind of circle back to a message that already came through, but there's going to be a lot of abundance coming in for this crowd. Like buku abundance is what I'm hearing, which means a lot. Some of you like aren't ready for it yet, but like you will be by the time it shows up. So don't worry about that. And you're just like, you are healing the areas that like won't allow it to come in. Like we kind of already talked about that. So anything else that would be for that's good to come through for you regarding this reading here, fully for that's good. I would say, like, even though we just talked about like abundance coming in, you might consider doing just like a little bit more healing on your abundance mindset for some of you if you don't feel ready, or look into the areas you lack abundance for you and ask like, why don't I have abundance here? Or what's keeping my abundance from me? And if you do this as an intuitive exercise, which some of you can do, or maybe a lot of you, you might be surprised by like the channel messages you get as to why, or the intuitive messages you get as to why. Because it might not be like it might be unorthodox is something I'm getting, or something you haven't considered before. And it might even be something really small that like once you pull that small thorn out of your side, abundance comes in droves, and could just be like changing a thought you have every morning, even, or something. It sounds like silly and small, but that's something I'm getting as well. That would just help you bring in a lot more abundance for you in every area. I'm also getting a message like not to limit your abundance. You can have abundance in every area. You're not limited to like having abundance in one area and not enough in another. Like it doesn't necessarily need to just switch around where like you're abundant here, this area falls apart. Like you can have abundance in all areas. You can have it all, if that makes sense. You just have to work on the mindset that's not allowing you to have that, is something I'm getting, or something in your energy fields, or maybe it's certain friendships you need to let go of, or things like that, is something I'm getting as well. So they want to hone in more on the new direction that they talked about as well. Some of you are like ready for a new direction, but it's been delayed. I feel like it's actually, again, like we talked about, it's about to rocket forward. I don't feel like you're going to be missing out on it. Like maybe like before is something I'm getting. It's just like, it's time to put the work in and take action on that as well. The next word. So anything else on that before we move on to the next thing they want to get to here? They're just also showing like your connection expanding, like your connection to source, connection to your spirit guides. Like there's going to be like upgrades coming in for you to your intuition. So you're going to be more guided than ever before. And I'm hearing the word scary, not that it's like literally going to be scary or, you know, or anything like that. It's just like, maybe it'll scare other people how divinely guided you are, or no one's ever seen it before in the world. So that's coming in for you guys, which is going to be huge. And they want to wrap it up soon. I guess this is just going to be like a shorter series of channeled messages for you. They're just saying like you are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of all great things. And they're also asking the question like, why do you withhold that from yourself? Or if you have anything going on like that, like what in your mindset would have you withhold that from yourself, and really like hone in and work on those things, and abundance is going to come into you in droves. But that's it. I hope that's helpful. It does whatever is for that is good for it to do for you. I hope you enjoyed this short little reading, this short series of channel messages, and I will see you on another post, hopefully. Take care.